Hey guys, we're back. Last episode we talked about normal attacks. This episode I'm going to talk about throwing and focus attacks. I'll start with throws first. Throws are a really easy way to punish and get free damage. It's not always the best way to punish, but as a beginner player, it's certainly the easiest way to punish. So throws are done by hitting both the light punch and light kick buttons at the same time. So square or X, or X and A, is what you want to be hitting. Or if you're on a stick, well, if you're on a stick you wouldn't be watching this anyway, because I'm assuming you have some basic knowledge. But anyway, light punch and light kick. So we hit them at the same time, you get the throw animation there. Throws are useful for punishing, or just to catch your opponent off guard. So every character has a forward and backward throw, so Ryu's forward throw is done just by hitting no extra buttons or forward and hitting square and X. And he'll do it. And that's a really easy 130 damage. A back throw is done by hitting back, light, and back in both lights. So like that. It does the same damage, except I've changed size whenever I do that. What that's useful for is if you're cornered by your opponent, you do a backwards throw and then the tables have turned. Also, what's important to know about throws is that every time you do it, you get an untechable knockdown, meaning your opponent can't quick get up. So from there, you make your opponent guess and do things that they might not be expecting. Now, throws can be escaped in a number of ways. One, if you know a throw is coming, you can just jump, and then the throw animation will whiff, and you can land with a move, and then combo from there. The other way is to do what's called a tech, and a tech is done, or throw break you can call it as well. A tech is done by basically hitting the throw button at or the throw command at the same time as your opponent hits the throw command, if you anticipate the throw. So I'm going to set, I wonder if you can set Ken to do it. I can't, but I will record him doing a throw. Alright. Now this is really easy to do, but I'm probably going to mess it up. There. So I hit throw at the same time as Ken there, and that let me break it. Like that again, see? Just like that. You just hit throw at the same time, and then you break the throw, and then basically no one after that is at an advantage or disadvantage. You're basically just at neutral. Oops. I messed it up now. Okay, anyway. Throws are a good tool to utilize, but you have to be careful, because if you try to throw someone on their wake up, as in like when they're getting up from being knocked down, it's a risky move, because if someone knows you're gonna do that, they can just do like a wake up uppercut or something and punish you for your efforts. So throws are good, but there are better ways to punish. Let's see, what else can I say about throws. That's it really. Sometimes what you can do with throws is, because you can do them really quickly, you can throw them in the middle of if you have your opponent blocking a lot. So let's see if I can, because if you throw them in somewhere where they're not expected, you can really take advantage of that. So what Ryu's will often do is they'll do something like that, or they'll do like jab, jab, short, Hadouken. like that. But what I can do instead is I can go jab, jab, throw, because the person who was blocking it was not expecting me to go in and throw at that. They were expecting the jab, jab, short Hadouken. So that's about it as far as throws are concerned. I'm going to move on to focus attacks right now. Focus attacks are done by hitting both medium buttons at the same time, so medium punch and medium kick. The benefit of focus attacking is that it will do decently heavy damage. It can absorb one hit from your opponent, and it will, if it's charged up long enough, or if you hit it on a counter attack, you will get what's called a crumple state. Basically, the opponent falls to their knees, and you are basically granted free hits. So focus attacking, again, done by medium and hitting both mediums, like this, like that. And you saw I can't crumple state there. So I said it can absorb a hit of damage. Now let me see. I'll turn Ken onto a computer so I can show you. Alright, so what difficulty is he on? I'll try to get him to throw a fireball so I can show you what happened. There. I absorbed it with a focus attack. And every time you do that, it fills up your... Oh, there. That brings you to my next thing. Focus attacks only absorb one hit of damage. When you take a secondary hit of damage when you're still focus attacking, the focus attack will break and you'll suffer from massive damage. So it's good against heavy, like, one-off attacks or like fireballs. So if this Ken was being really aggressive with his jump-ins or his roundhouse kicks, if I focus attack, I could punish it. So here, I'll show you. Now watch. Oh, he didn't do it, that jerk. Alright. Now use that to absorb one of the hits from the focuses. And you can turn that into massive damage by correctly using a focus attack. Now, important to note, after you absorb a hit, if you look at my health bar, you'll notice that I still took the damage. And what that actually is it's what we call it's recoverable health, basically. So now, because it's training mode and the health reset, I can't really show you what happens, but basically that little area of health would have slowly recovered over time. Now, with focus attacks, there's two levels of it. There's a level 1 focus attack, which is basically just tapping medium and both mediums. So it comes out very fast, but the damage isn't the greatest in the world. And he shouldn't really be crumpling there because it was a fast one. He should just be hit. I think I've counter hit on. Yeah, it is on. So like that. When you do a really quick focus attack, you won't get the knockdown and you'll get less damage, but it is a good way to catch someone sleeping is with a quick focus attack. Sometimes you can put it into combos. A level 2 focus attack is done by holding the focus for a little bit longer. So like that. So you see that flash that Ryu had? That's a level 2 focus attack. It does a little bit more damage, and it will get my crumple state, but it's not the max amount of damage, and I could still potentially absorb one hit of damage through that. The last one is the level 3 focus attack, where you hold it until it just lets itself go by itself. And you notice it does 140 points of damage for you, so it's a really high damage move. And it's evident that you're at that point by the like the little wispy smoke that comes off of your character when you're at that point. And it's a neat tool, but frankly, you should never use this. It takes so long that any player worth their salt, even new players, can punish you for it. Because it just takes too long to do anything when you're holding that up. That's an eternity in a fighting game. Now, with focus attacks, if you do one and you notice, you know what, this might not be the best time to do it, you can dash out of it as well. So, and that's something else you can do to catch an opponent guessing. If you do a focus attack, so let's see, I'll do it. So say, Ken knew I was going to do a focus attack, and he's just blocking. I'll focus, and I can dash forward, and do something like a throw, because I know he'll be blocking it. It's just it's a little trick you can do, the ability to dash out of a focus. Now, what else is there to focus attacks? That's all there really is on focus attacks, really. Just to recap, throws done by hitting both light attacks, forward or backward, depending on the situation you want to put yourself in. And focus attacks, both mediums, can absorb a hit, and there are 3 levels of them. Now, oh, something I forgot to mention about focus attacks is that a full focus attack can break guard. So that's one of the benefits to level 3 focus, but you won't often catch someone just holding back while you're doing a level 3 focus. But I'll show you. So level 1 focus is blockable. Level 2 focus also blockable. Level 3 focus, not blockable. Alright, so that's it for this episode, and when we come back I will talk about special moves. Take it easy.